Welcome back to the channel. I'm Marlon Watts, co-owner and CEO, and I'm here with my boy Jaylon Richardson with Rich Lyfestyle Clothing. All right, we sat down on the Activate Your Vision podcast and we had an intense conversation on what you need to grow your brand. All right, today I don't want you guys to forget, but we are almost at 50,000 subscribers. At 50,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving a lucky subscriber 100 free shirts. Jalen, we're going to be actually giving a subscriber a lucky 100 free shirts as soon as we get to 50,000 subscribers. So make sure you like, subscribe to our channel, run us up. Don't forget about our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group where we're giving exclusive access to us. So if you haven't got in it already, please get in it. But Jalen, introduce yourself.
Sir. My name is Jalen Richardson, owner of the clothing line Rich Lifestyle. And this is a video that y'all really want to stay tuned and watch the whole video from start to finish. There's so much game in this video, and you don't want to miss out.
You heard them, start to finish, you don't want to miss it. All right, let's get to it.
How y'all doing? Welcome back to the Activate Your Vision podcast. Today we got a special video. I got my boy Jaylon Richardson here with Rich Lifestyle Clothing. All right, and we're going to be talking about just getting your brand off the ground. He got some questions for us, and man, we're just gonna give you all the jewels and tips that it takes to continue to build your brand. Once again, we started this brand with 12 t-shirts and $120, and we turned it into a multi-apparel empire. And like I said, on this podcast, we're just gonna be covering the things that it takes to just keep elevating your brand. So, well, one, I want to say thank you for joining the show,
yes, sir.
And two, I just want you to tell us a little bit about your brand.
Yeah, so my name is Jalen Richardson. I started this brand in 2018. It really came behind of the past that I had. In 2018, I also had no money. Didn't really have money for food, no clothes. I used to wear the same clothes, same shoes all day. And, with that, I used to, like dream of a rich lifestyle, so I wanted to bring that culture to clothing. And so I find myself doing that with the type of designs that I put out and the type of messaging that I give to our customers and the audience that we want to reach, because it's not only just a clothing line that's based around a rich lifestyle, but it's also about the motivation and the work and the work ethic that you have to get there. So it's just not about the clothing, it's more about the message and the drive behind the rich lifestyle.
Man, I really like that. And I know you have like a lot of questions that you want to ask. Just go ahead. Let's just get straight to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. So the first question is marketing gets hard. So I know that email and text messages are very important, but how many emails and messages should I be sending out, like a week, or a month?
Well, for us, when we first started, honestly, we used to thought that if you text or send out an email to your customers, that you were overwhelming them. And like what we realized was that that's not the case. People are actually signing up to your database because they want to get product. They want to know more about your brand. They want to be involved. So what we found was that, of course, you're going to have to send out a text or email when you drop. But we also realized that just sending out thank you sometimes. Like, we appreciate you for supporting the brand. It wasn't even us actually selling anything, but us just sending that message saying Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. Or, us just sending them. We actually did a collaboration during Breast Cancer Month with a lady named Miss Jaylon. And we sent out in the email that, was collabing with her, and that we were actually going to donate parts of the proceeds to a breast cancer foundation. Mm-hmm. And we just sent that in the email, not trying to sell anything. And we actually did a YouTube video with her for her to put out her story. So, sending things like that validates your brand message, validates your brand meaning, is going to be the things that you got to do when you're sending out those text messages. So it's not mainly about how many you sending, but how much value are you actually sending when you're sending those messages out.
Yeah, because for me, sending out text messages do get overwhelming, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, you don't want to blow their phone up. Sometimes you don't want to come off as like too salesy, you know what I mean? So like finding the right words and right things to say has been a challenge for me, but that is a lot of good information you just gave me, for sure.
I appreciate it.
My next question is going to be how to find a target audience for my brand.
Well, for us, it always started about like asking yourself, who is my ideal customer? And for us, we realized that we wanted our messages that we provide original designs and branded fashion apparel to urban youth who feel stagnant and trapped by what the environment tells them what they can and cannot do. So by that being said, number one, we identified people that felt stagnant and trapped, and we realized that that was once us. And we realized that when you feel, and older people feel stagnant and trapped, of course, but like when you kind of like get from high school to college to early adulthood to actually, becoming an adult in the world, like a lot of people don't know what they want to do, or they still trying to figure themselves out. And we realized that we wanted our product to speak to that audience because we were figuring out what we wanted to do. So we realized that we was just like that. And we realized that they didn't have a exact product that catered to that audience authentically. Like a lot of people in our culture and audience wear brands like Nike, Adidas, but Nike and Adidas don't know how you felt when you lived in Shreveport or the environment you may have been in, but we do. We realize that we lived in that same environment or those same circumstances, and our brand is just a reminder that you can actually do. I know you may feel stagnant or trapped right now, but you wearing this product or you believing in yourself, you trusting in your vision is actually gonna, allow you to accomplish your goals. And so at that point, it was like, all right, where is this audience of people? And it was right there in front of us, with us being on a college campus already. So we started to do a lot of pop-up shops just on college campuses. And then with us being so involved in, the culture and, finding people that resonate with our brand, events like Essence Fest came about, events like Invest Fest came about, and then we found that was our perfect audience for us to put our brand in front of to keep growing.
Yeah.
So like just realizing where your people gonna be and going straight to those people and putting your product in that area.
Sorry to interrupt y'all, but my name is Jaylon Richardson, owner of the clothing line Rich Lyfestyle. And if you haven't checked out the course from Word and Vision, that is something you need to do ASAP if you want to grow your brand. In the last 5 months after taking the course, I've grown my brand from 5 sales a month all the way up to 175 sales a month. So that is something that y'all really want to consider if y'all really want to grow y'all brand. Now let's get back into the video. And would you say that's the same for like an online thing too?
Well, for online, it's going to be showing your content that demonstrate to a certain audience. Yeah. And you may be getting different influencers that resonate with your message or where you come from to reinforce the message. So you just may have to do it in a different way.
So it's basically kind of like visually showing the audience that you reach in the same thing you were just doing at the pop-ups, you know what I'm saying? Like finding a way to creatively show the audience the same thing.
Yep, because if you look at a lot of our content, we utilize people our age, our demographic, our audience. We go to events that, people that, would be our ideal target audience between 18 and 34, feel stagnant or trapped, trying to find themselves, trying to put themselves in position to be successful. We go to the events that they want to be at. And so it's just like, once you know who your target audience is, you can literally just put yourself in that position to be right next to them.
It makes it so much easier.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So, that really leads up to my next question, since it's dealing with content, and what kind of post, does the best for your brand?
Well, right now we've been posting a lot of reels of the actual photo shoots that we do. We see with Instagram, like reels are just getting a lot of organic traffic, and like literally we getting hundreds of thousands of views by just posting a reel organically. But if we post a normal post, we may only get 3,000, we may only get 4,000, 5,000 likes. So we realize that, the more we actually, by posting more reels, we're getting more people to see our brand, and we're getting an impression in front of more people. And that what goes crazy for us, surprisingly, is just us posting product on a table. Like literally, you'll be surprised how many people engage with just a organic picture and product of your product, of your garments and stuff. And then lastly, honestly, what gets the most engagement is gonna be like content with meaning or purpose. And what I mean by that, if you go on our page, and we could put this on a video, we posted a saying from containers to a warehouse to, you know, like literally from 0 orders to shipping out 500 orders a day. So like really getting them emotionally involved in post and sharing your story and what you mean through post is what's going to get a lot of more engagement, and what I think a lot of brands should definitely do a little bit more.
Yeah, the organic one kind of, you know, organic kind of content kind of surprised me because, you know, sometimes as a business owner, when it comes to content, you be wanting to look just perfect, you know, you be wanting to put your all into it, make it look so professional, but whole time you can really just post a picture of your product sitting on the table, and then it do better than the stuff you put your thought into.
People like that organic feel. And it kind of, all right, so I even got a question for you. So why, when you know, thinking about your brand, or, you know, you putting your brand out there, why should people support your brand over anybody else?
For me, it's really kind of the story and the future. It's like you know, a lot of people that, you know, shop with us, they're not just necessarily rich or following their dreams. You know, that's a big message we push is, you know, dream big and follow your dreams. That's our kind of like slogan.
I like that.
And to me, it reaches the people that have dreams, or those that feel like they're trapped in a situation or an environment where like they don't see that type of stuff. You know, they don't see people living the lifestyle that they want to live unless it's on the internet, but it's people that live it every day in real life, you know, and I've been blessed to be around those people, and it shows me like it's possible.
Yep.
So for the people that, you know, are interested in our brand, I feel like, you know, the future, when you wear Rich Lifestyle, it's, you know, it's motivation. You see it, you live it, you know, it's kind of like manifestation, you know, you gotta, you know, feel it, you gotta be there, and then it'll all just take place eventually, you know. Yep. So it's kind of like the past is so, you know, terrible, but it teaches you stuff, you know, and so it gets you prepared for the future, and the future is the Rich Lifestyle, you know.
I understand. Hey, right now, if y'all receiving a lot of value, make sure you like, subscribe to our channel, run us up, baby. Don't forget, once we reach 50,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving a lucky subscriber 100 free t-shirts for you to invest in your brand. All you got to do is comment under this video, let us know why you need those 100 shirts, and you might be the winner, all right? But further ado, let's just get back into the video, all right? What else you got for us?
All right, so coming up with strategies for marketing, you know, it's hard as a brand with, you know, little to no data, or, you know, just wanting to get better in marketing in general. So my question to you is, what marketing strategies are y'all using for pre-drop and post-drop?
So right now, what we're utilizing is like promoting our drops beforehand. So like, before we was literally dropping like 2 or 3 times a day, just like basically surprising you with the drop, which, you know, wasn't bad because people always reacted to it and wanted to purchase it before it sold out. But we realized was that we maybe could be selling ourselves a little bit short. And what I mean by that is like, if we promoted the drop a little bit more, maybe we could get people even more hyped to sell even more. So what we did was cut back to only dropping 1 time a week. So we've been dropping every Friday, and now we're using that whole week instead of dropping 2 or 3 times to actually push that one collection. And now it even saves us, you know, designs, because like as a brand, we tell people all the time, you could grow your brand with 1 or 2 designs. So like we don't want to put out everything so quick, but instead, how about we actually promote this one thing and try to make this one thing as big as possible before we move on to the next thing.
Yeah, it makes sense because like all those drops in one day, you know, you run through a lot of drops. You know, you gotta be very creative and stuff like that, and that makes a lot of sense because it's kind of like how artists, you know, they'll promote an album like months before it come out.
Yeah, or the movies.
Yeah,
like Wakanda. Yeah. Like you literally Wakanda partner with McDonald's, with car companies. Like you saw Wakanda like so much before the movie actually came out. So it was just like the pre-promotion of Wakanda that got you pumped up to actually go see it.
Yeah, and then the opening day went crazy.
Yeah,
it's been just promoted so well. Yeah, that'd be in my mind, you know. It lets me know promotion is very important. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you'll get so sidetracked by just trying to get your in-person sales, but you know, good promotion will, you take away you having to go out and work that much to get those sales, and you have the same things coming in online.
Yep.
Yeah, most definitely.
Crazy.
Yeah, my next question is, what do you think?
Hey, and this got to be the last question because we going over, but we are going to give them a part 2.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a part 2. So if you liking the information you getting right now, make sure you go and check out part 2 when it release. All right?
Most definitely. All right, so the question is, what can you do or what does it take to, raise prices and have better margins?
So this was something we kind of, all right, at times like this when everything is going up, it may be a great time to go up with everything because right now it's costing more to ship. It's costing more to get product. So people are more understanding that they may have to pay a little bit more now because of the times. But let's just say times, settle back down and everything is back to normal. The next thing is going to be like the experience that you give the customer. So the main thing when you're trying to raise prices is you need to focus on customer experience. It's like when you go in a designer store, one, they're not even letting everybody in the store, so you feel exclusive. Then they have somebody, you just don't walk up. There is no register. Somebody actually have to personally come and check you out like you have a personal shopper. And then when you walk out, you're walking out with this big old heavy luxury looking bag. Is like everything that whole experience validated why they charge you 100 times more than what you would have got at just a normal store. So when you are trying to raise prices, you need to give the customer a different experience than they receive to just justify why. And if not, maybe another justified thing could be like influence. Like because Lil Baby is wearing your hoodie, the price of 40, it may go to 60 because now so many people want the hoodie, the supply and demand, you can't print as many hoodies as they wanted, so now you have to raise the price. So that's like two ways that you could like raise the price when trying to, up your prices.
And do you think like, that'll have anything to do with product, or do you think like product really doesn't, matter?
I would say product is another way that you could distinguish it, but right now I'm just specifically talking about how did the same hoodie that you have on, if you sold it for 40 today, how can you sell it for 80 tomorrow?
Experience.
Through experience, it may not actually be the actual garment, but it's what the customer is feeling like they're getting.
Yeah, now that's real because Louis Vuitton, they sell plain white tees for $680.
$680. All right, man. Hey, if y'all enjoyed this video, please make sure y'all like. Please make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Run us up. Make sure you check out part 2. You don't want to miss it. I'm Marlon Watts, co-owner and CEO of World of Vision, and we out, baby.